Hello. We'll give it a couple minutes. I am not real well prepared here. Hang on. Oh my goodness. I have stuff to share, but I don't have it out. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, here it is. Here it is. One moment, please. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's not part of it. And I have to look on my printer for something. We'll just put that there to give you something to look at. Where's Paige? Yeah, hi, Paige. All right, I am looking for something I printed earlier today. Hopefully it printed. Yes. And there's the host code. All right. I think I'm still missing a paper or two. Hang on. One moment, please. I'll be right with you. Hopefully. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Where in the world did it go? I don't know. We'll just have to talk about it. Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah. No. All right, we'll just have to talk about it. Oh, nope, that's not it again. Okay. I don't know what happened to it. How are you all doing? Hi, June. Welcome. Hi, Philomena. Yay. So tonight I have 1, 2, 3 cards ready, and I think, and one other one I have an idea, and then the last one I think we'll probably have to hold off. So we're going to be using things from the annual catalog. We're going to be using some retired paper, and unfortunately I used some paper that actually apparently sold out in the year-end clearance sale. So we're in January. Happy New Year, everyone. Yay. This is the January host code. It works for the year-end clearance through the 4th, and it works for the launch of the 2021 January to June mini catalog, which people have started to get. I'll tell you when we get to it. So, in fact, it'll be the second card. I'll show you. So this is the host code for January. I did post this on my Facebook page and group, but I have not updated my blog with it. And yeah, so anyway, here it is. I don't think it's in. I'll have to update the description also when this goes up. So sorry about that. I forgot to do that too. Yeah, all happening so fast. So the year-end clearance is still going on, the year-end closeout sale through the 4th of January. And I only went on to check and see if some of the things I was using, papers and certain other things, were still available. And one paper, which I'd already made the card for, unfortunately, isn't there anymore. So we'll see if we can do something about that from my end tonight. And I'm going to give away the cards that I'm making, which is only 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4. Definitely, I'm going to try and do 4 tonight because I said I would. Also, I don't think the basic white cardstock and envelopes and whatnot is available yet, so we're still doing Whisper White till it runs out, and basic white when it comes in. There could be a gap in between. I don't know. I just know I tried to put in basic white and nothing came up yet. And lastly, don't forget about Paper Pumpkin. You have until the 10th of January to sign up for that. It's going to be the cute little love notes kind of thing. And the reminder for that is that the add-on, the little boxes, is available now. So when you do your orders on the 5th or shortly thereafter, hopefully, which I'll be doing too, because I have my order ready, but I'm not placing it until the 5th. Hi, Heather. It's Halk. It's like Hal with a K on the end. Halk. people get it wrong. I've been Hawk and Huck and, you know, whatever. So no worries. I'm used to it. So anyway. Aw, thanks, June. Okay. Okay. So Tuesday is the 5th. So we might be doing another special thing on Tuesday. First of all, how many here, show of hands, want me to do the mini catalog and celebration walkthrough on the 5th? And how many don't because I've already got it, kind of thing. So that's the first question. And then the second one is, I think it's a special day for me. Mimi says Stamp Girl. Yes, says Heather. Okay, well, I want to do some card making too. So I think what we'll do is a fairly quick walkthrough of the catalog. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then hopefully by 8 p.m. we'll be able to make a card or two. And that will be from something in the new catalog, just either the mini or the celebration, or a combination of both. Yeah, happy day for Deb. So I don't know if we'll be able to do giveaways. Depends on how many I do tonight, because I might not have enough left to do for Tuesday. But we'll try and make it fun nonetheless. Okay. All right. So that's it for my intro. So Tuesday the 5th, we have a collab going up, which was what Heather was talking about, called Case a Card. That's at 10 a.m. Eastern, I want to say. And then Tuesday night, I'm live at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's when I'll do the walkthrough. Oh, don't worry. I know. I'm late, like since June, mailing anything. So, you know, anyway, I don't know if, what is her name? Danina from the Art Bar comes on here or not, but she texted me late last night for me, but the evening for her, and was like, your name popped up for receiving things from they have what they call the Star of the Art Bar. I'm like, please, no. I still owe 6 months worth of packages out for last year's Star, so I really don't want anything. I just wanted to give. So I guess they're continuing it in 2021, which I really don't know if I want to sign up for, but I do want to catch up from June to December. She was almost like insisting, no, we're going to do this. I'm like, no. I really don't want anything. Thank you, though. So anyway, what did Cindy say? Happy day for you too. Oh, yeah. Big order to place. Yay. I have my second order to place, and it has to be over a certain amount so I can get the darn host thing in the celebration, because I really want it. I really, really want it, and I can't show it to you yet. Forgive my dirty chart, but I've been making cards. All right. So the first card, Nix had requested that we start with, or do, this little guy. So the first two cards actually are going to be with this stamp set, Walk in the Woods. And I'm going to use with this one some retiring but still available paper, which was the Poinsettia Place. And the one we're going to be using is this one out of the Poinsettia Place. We could have used this one too, but I chose not to. So I have quite a bit of this paper left, actually, that I didn't use up. And it is retiring as of the 4th. We're also going to use Pinewood planks. And we're also going to use something out of the annual catalog called, oops, not that one. This one. It's on page 57 in the 20 to 21 annual. It was a carryover from last year's holiday catalog. We're not going to use the stamp, but we are going to use the small label, the small pine cone, and this leafy thing here out of the Beautiful Boughs Dies. Oh gosh, this is really seeming too close, isn't it? I don't know. Beautiful Boughs Dies out of the Peaceful Boughs. So I don't think they're bundled anymore, but you know. But this is the primary thing, and Pinewood planks. And let me get it going here. and get these off my desk. The next one we'll use this one. Okay, so here's the card. And now I'm too far away. I can't win. Your birthday's next Monday. Old. I'm old too. Getting older every year. That's real. Hi, honeybees. Wait, you love him who? Hang on, I missed something. Heather said she loved him. Ah, it's going too fast. Hang on, guys, I missed something. Okay, I saw that part. Okay, how about you next? Who do you love, Heather? I missed something. Oh, the stamp? I'm sorry. Yeah, I got him in that stamp sale thing that was at the Hedgehog, yeah. Oh boy. All right, so let's get started on this. And I'm using thick whisper white or thick whatever white is available at the time. And here it is. It's just a standard A2 turned horizontally. I have already run this. This is soft suede. I've run it through the Pine Wood Planks embossing folder, and it is cut, well, it should be cut to 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, but it looks like it's a little bit off. Yeah, well, a little bit of white will show. Teeny little bit of white. Okay, and we can't glue that down yet. And then this piece, now I have this all written down, but the book is not reachable at the moment. So this is going to be about 2 and a little over 2 1/2, 2 1/2 and a 1/16 by 4 1/4, because it was a scrap. So I used my scraps, and that's just going to go on there like that. So I'm going to glue that together. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, it could be the card that's off, because I'm pretty sure I cut these to, I don't know. Sometimes I think I slip with my trimmer, and then it's not exact. But I don't know. All right, and then the ribbon we're using is this Old Olive 1/4 inch ribbon, which is out of the Ornate Garden ribbon combo pack in the annual catalog, which is 152479. So I'm going to just flip this over and use my Seal Plus, and let me make sure I get it on the bottom part, which would be down here. So on the edges over here. And I don't want a bow. I just want something for the little hedgehog's feet to land on. Alrighty, let's see. Does it matter? Not too much. So kind of down, not much more than 1/4 inch from the, this is the silicone mat, which I've been using, so it's a little funky too. Not too bad. I cleaned it not long ago. So the hedgehog's little feet can land on something besides the wall, so to speak, or the tree. There we go. Alrighty. You will have to let me know if I forgot. It's all right. I'm sure you did perfectly fine, Heather. Don't worry. It's all good. We're all just having fun with it. So other people that are experienced miss many things. Not saying hey anybody on here, but you know. Okay, so now I'm just gluing this down, and I do like to use wet glue, especially with the embossed. Now, what I did the last time, I sort of stood this up to make sure I got it even at the bottom and the top. But the sides are just slightly off. So anyway, there we go. I'm not going to worry too much that the ribbon is not tacked down. Okay, so now we have to, I already pre-cut the pine cone. Sorry, I just wanted for time's essence. And this piece, this is out of Old Olive. This is out of Soft Suede. And then these pieces, I have to measure again too. It's 3 by 3 1/4 on the Old Olive, and the white is 1/4 inch less, 2 3/4 by 3, I believe. Yes, and that's what we're going to stamp on first. And then I have this little scrap of white, and we're going to stamp the hedgehog and color him and fussy cut. We might actually change that and stamp him on watercolor paper. Although he didn't turn out too bad. I think we'll do him the same way I did there. All right, so let's stamp. And then I actually am using the small label from the Peaceful Boughs too. And we're going to stamp thanks for being marvelous. Marvelous. Thanks. Let's do that first. I actually die cut a few of those out just in case. Yeah, he's a cutie, isn't he? And you know what? There's another set, which I also have that I haven't used yet, called Campology. We're not going to use that tonight, but they kind of go nicely together. There we go. I think it turned out okay. It's a little over to the left, but that is fine by me. Now I need the mushrooms. The mushrooms. And I'm going to leave Soft Suede out. Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. All right. So we're just going to stamp it on here. And I used blends to color this this time. So I kind of just want this centered. So hard to see around this camera, but we'll make do. Thank you, Philomena. Cutie patootie. Oh, that didn't turn out good. What the heck did I do? Hang on. We're gonna I think it's because I'm working around this camera. Good thing there's two sides and there's no what am I trying to say? I don't know. I shouldn't need a pad under this because this is the cling red rubber stamp. Okay, I'm going to go with it. I think it's supposed to be like that. I think on the catalog on the page they have this, it looks like they watercolored it, and it does sort of have that watercolor look. I'm using the Stampin' chamois to try and get my stamp clean real quick. It is a deep stamp, and I pushed on it, and I have to clean a little better than that after this. All right, let's close this up for now. Now, to color, we are going to, let's just do this on him. Before we do that, let's stamp our little hedgy guy. Oh boy. Now remember, I'm giving away the cards tonight. It might be a few days before I get them out because I want to take pictures of them. And so yeah, but they are going to be given away, and there may be a few other little hidden giveaways here and there. Hi. Oh, who did I just see? Oh, that's June. I'm sorry. I thought it was somebody different. You have a long channel name, June. Alrighty. Let's color the mushrooms first. And for those, I used actually ivory and light soft suede, I think, or dark crumb cake. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. These are the crumb cake. This is the ivory. And for him, I use light and dark soft suede and light and dark petal pink for his belly and black for his little nose. I'll get that out later. So, and old olive, light and dark for the grass stuff. So we're just going to easy coloring. I'm not going to shade or anything because they've kind of got the shading in there for you. And I'm going to go over this, but I'm going to do that again when I go over it with the crumb cake. Sort of looks like Alice in Wonderland, right? The mushrooms, toadstools, whatever they're called. So do you all have a nice new year so far? Today's what, the 2nd? What is today? The 3rd. Wow, I lost a day somewhere. I don't know. Lost a day. You're dreaming of being brave one day. You'll just go for it. Brave for what? Changing the name or going live? I would say the worst that you can do is the worst that can happen is you don't like it. And then you don't do it anymore. But you will never know until you try, if that's what you're talking about. Some people don't like live. I actually don't mind it because I don't have to edit. And like I do a video. And videos I do have to edit usually. Making a video. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to use, let me see which one I like better. I think I'm going to use dark crumb cake. I might have used soft suede. I'm going to use dark crumb cake on the underneath of the mushrooms. Just to, you know, because if you buy them in the store, they don't look all white everywhere, right? They have their dark underneath. They already have the dark soft suede sort of stripes in them. All right, that's all we're going to do for the mushrooms. And then, that one's not closed tight. Then we're going to pull out old olive, light and dark. We're going to start with dark. And I'm just going to go over these with the brush end, these wispy grass blades. So I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook page, my main personal page, but we had the biggest snowflakes this morning right after sleet that I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And they were laying, but you know what? Then so it sleeted and then it snowed and we got just a dusting really in total. And now it's raining and it's all melted. So weird weather. Okay, now we're just going to fill in with light old olive. That one's hard. There we go. What page say? I don't think Paige does. She's just very well prepared when she does her videos. Me, sometimes I'm prepared. I think I'm prepared, and then, I don't know, I just get off on tangents. I'm going to go off the page a little bit here. And that is okay. Just have to have our little grassy area. Originally, I had this wider, and I thought, you know what? I don't really want it wider because I'm going to have the little hedgehog guy here and the pine cone here, and I just didn't want a lot of blank white space over the edges. And you could color in the sky behind them. I think I need a little more shading on those mushrooms. So let's see. Maybe, where's my soft suede? I'm just gonna do a little more with the soft suede on the mushrooms. And then go over it again with ivory. Because they're looking a little too, I don't know, too bland, too blah. So what are your traditions on New Year's, guys? Do you do like pork and sauerkraut? Thank you, Paige. I'm trying. I don't know how good it is, but trying. And then I'm going to just go like that again. Blend it out. So we didn't make our pork and sauerkraut on New Year's like we usually do because A, I don't have any pork. I do have sauerkraut. And B, we hadn't made our Christmas ham, so we made our ham on New Year's. And then yesterday I made ham and northern bean soup. You know, the white beans with some carrots and potatoes in it. Today I made sauerkraut in the crock pot, and I don't have any pork, but I did have some hot dogs, so I threw them in. Okay, so this is just going to get glued down onto here. I'm not liking that. Hang on a minute. In a minute. Ugh. I just want these to go up a little bit. Just not liking that. Sorry, I bumped you. Aw. I put you to sleep, that's why. Oh my goodness. I just like to have fun with it. Have fun with it. All right, so we're just going to glue that down the center. Hi, Jen. What did June say? Peaceful. Yeah. Yeah, I have one of those soothing, calm voices that puts everybody to sleep. I don't have enough inflection or whatever it's called in my voice. I try sometimes to wake you up, like shout, is anybody still there? Hi, Therese. Happy New Year to you as well. Woohoo. Oops. Now see, this is the one thing with this glue. It's good that it gives you a little wiggle room, but you got to be really careful because your piece will slide. I think I resurrected it. All right, so now we're going to actually bump this up on dimensionals, and then we're going to stick this underneath here once I get the dimensionals on here. So let's go ahead, and actually, I lie. Hang on. We're not going to use dimensionals. This is a pretty big piece, so I'm going to use the foam adhesive sheets. And I think, let's see, maybe this piece I have in here can go over here, and then I might have to just cut another little sliver. So actually, usually I cut this on the trimmer, and how I do it is I would slice it, you know, here, and then I would flip it over and slice it in the same place, but I'm just gonna nick it and cut it. Nick it and cut it. Judy, where's Judy? I didn't see Judy come in. Where is she? Oh my goodness, I can't see Judy. Hi, Scrapbook Loft. Oh, I was thinking Judy Evans Parker, which I'm probably, she probably has her own live. Oh, that was crooked as anything. Oh, well, it's on the bag. It won't matter. And we'll just snip another piece. I could put another little dimensional up there, but I don't think it'll matter one little bit. So we were talking about New Year's traditions. New Year's Day, I'm talking about, not New Year's Eve. So I'm just going to go like that. Tap that on there. Don't need any more glue dots or anything. I'm going to actually hold this up a little bit so I can sort of get it even. There we go. Now, we already stamped this, so we could glue this on, and that's going to go over here. I don't know which way I want it. I might put it upside down this time. What I need is a dimensional or a piece of, I'll just use dimensionals this time, over here. And we still have to do the hedgehog. Can't forget him. The little cutie patootie, as Heather said. Marla. Hi, Marla. How are you doing? And hi, Judy. I didn't realize that was your name. So sorry. Okay. I took those off, right? Yep. So we're going to just put that, yeah, up about here. And make sure that it's straight. It was straight till I lifted it up, right? And then I am actually going to use my contraband glue. But if you only have Tombow, just take a sponge and on the silicone sheet we were using earlier. I don't want to do that right now because I'm going to use that sheet for something else later too. Anyway, just do that with a sponge and you'll be all good. And we're just doing the pine cone out of the Peaceful Boughs Dies, or whatever they're called. Beautiful Boughs Dies. Charisse, hello. Wow, we're getting a whole crowd. Cool. All right, so this is our little hedgehog we stamped. Let's do his belly first. Little belly. So I'm using petal pink, but I might tone it down with a little ivory in there too. And he's a little hard to fussy cut, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'll use the, oops, that's not the right one. What did I do with my other petal pink? This is not it. This is the ivory. I lost my other petal pink. Oh, here it is. Oh my goodness. How is everyone? We were talking about New Year's traditions. Anybody else eat sauerkraut, make sauerkraut on New Year's Day? So my house, anyway, my house smells pretty bad right now because it smells like sauerkraut, which is the only thing I don't like about it, but it tasted good. I had what we call dinner or dinner and lunch combined because I knew I was doing this. So I'm just toning down the pink a little bit with ivory. Because, you know, their skin's not perfectly pink, right? All right. And then we're going to use light and dark soft suede. Which one is light and which one is dark? This is light, so it says. This is dark, it says. And really, all I did on this is go over the dark spots where they have the lines with the, I'm using the fine point of the brush tip, the brush tip. That's his little ear, which is hard to tell. He is cute. We have a groundhog, not a hedgehog. I think he might, I guess they hibernate because I haven't seen them lately, but there is a big hole under the fence that separates me and my one neighbor. And it's the groundhog. I know my neighbor on the other side was filling it in with stones. I'm like, well, I sure hope he doesn't move then and come up closer to the house, because they can ruin your foundation if they get too close and burrow next to your house. So I'd rather have them at the fence. But yeah, it's a really big gully. I'll look up in a minute, guys. Sorry. Kind of hard to color and stuff and keep up with chat sometimes. So all my cards, there's not that many, will be given away, and there'll be a few other small little giveaways tonight in between cards. So stay tuned. And we're going to try and make it pretty easy to do. I'm just doing the light soft suede now to blend it in. I want to go around his little nose there because that part is going to be black with a little wink of Stella on. Trying not to get the brown in his actual eye. The next one we're going to use watercolor paper and try doing a little ink watercoloring and using watercolor paper because I watercolored it, but you'll see. But I used Very Vanilla cardstock, and it'd be better on watercolor paper. So I pulled that out to use. I'm just sloppy coloring now, trying not to go out of the lines too badly. And I am going to go with the light in between his little claws, even though I know the claws stick out because I don't want to have to fussy cut in between them, to be honest with you. Okay, I think that's not too bad. Not the best. And black. Let me see what I missed. You don't have any groundhogs down there? No, you have alligators and stuff. No, I didn't. Well, I'm answering Therese. I've been on a bead buying thing instead of paper crafting thing. Been doing pretty good not buying paper craft stuff. We had a simple Christmas. All of us tried not to get much for the other person. So it was a simpler, but a very nice Christmas. We enjoyed it. His little nose got a little funny. I'm going to give him a little glimmer in his eye there too. Eyes. And I might go one more time over him in some areas with the light. Let me make sure it's light. Yep, light soft suede, like up here. But our Christmas is usually take a nap, wake up, watch the ball go down. I have to tell you, I was so disappointed this year from we ended up watching like Dubai and Sydney, Australia, and even the UK. Their fireworks display, their like celebration of New Year's. I know we're on lockdown and all that stuff, but so are a lot of other places, and ours was not anywhere near as good as many other countries. We'll just leave it at that. All right, so we just have to fussy cut him and then put him on here, and then we're basically done. This card. Hi, Kelly. Yes, coloring takes some concentration. Oh, what did Jen say? Sorry, I had to go back up. I'm like, how do I do that? Ah. Well, let me go back there. Nope. Ah. I missed it. I'll have to watch it later. I can't see what Jen wrote. Somebody said yum, Jen. I didn't see what Jen said. Oh, that's cool, Charisse. I have his, I guess it's the right-handed one. No, haven't. Because I mostly buy Stampin' Up stuff now since I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. uh, I'm in Pennsylvania, southeastern Pennsylvania, about 40 minutes from Philadelphia. Oh, a glue gun. I have one, a brand new one, but I keep using my old one that's sort of falling apart. Cool. See, you never know. Small world. Kentucky is Judy. Don't burn the house down. Yeah. All right. Well, I better get fussy cutting or we're going to be here all night. And I'm just going to, I am not, for those of you that watch me regularly, you know I am not a fussy cutter. I really do not enjoy it, especially when it has little jaggy edges like this, although the shape is not bad. So that's the only reason I'm deciding to do this. And wherever there's white showing, I'm just going to take my marker and go around the edges. And you'll never know. Except that I'm on live camera. So only those people that watch will know. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, it's pouring down rain again. I can hear it. I don't think you guys can, I hope, but haven't heard any thunder yet, so that's a good thing. Just rain we can deal. Although we could end up flooding, not here, but lower lying areas. I'm kind of up on a hill, not a steep hill, but to get to any main road near me, you have to go downhill, which is not so great in the wintertime when it's icy and stuff. But now that I don't have to go out in the wintertime, if it's bad weather, I don't. When I was working, it was kind of a royal pain. So, and that where I used to live before I had the 1-year stint in Tennessee was also the same. It was a different location, but it was the same way. It was the house. Actually, we had to go uphill and then go downhill to get to any main road because we were kind of down, not at the top of a hill that time. Well, overall we were, but on our road it was like a valley, and then you get, anyway, too much information. And I'm just going to go right around that little foot and color it in a little bit with some lighter color. Yeah. Like light, soft suede. Is that what this is? Yes. So we're just going to go in between his toes again with some light, soft suede and kind of go around the edges with it too, to get rid of all those little white edges. And then I'll look up. And then we'll put him down on the card and we'll be done the first one finally. Second one might take a little while too because we had to color that one too, but it's watercolor. But the cutting takes a little while for me. There we go. There's little Hedgie. Hedgie Wedgie. Okay, let me see. Marla's in Memphis. No. Hi, Justine. Welcome. Good to see you. Cindy got a new glue gun too. You need your cheaters on? Cheaters. Okay. So now he's going to go down in this corner. So what I need is one thing on his bum and some minis, if I can find them. Here they are. Some minis just on his little pawpaws, whatever they're called. I call my kitty ones pawpaws, and this little pawpaw. And then we're going to put some glue up here. Some Tombow, which is getting icky because I have it sitting in the holder open. And we kind of want him, oops, up a little bit. There. So his feet are, his pawpaws are on the ribbon. And then the last touch is I have the Champagne Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And on the other one, I had a big one to put on here. But, oh, and I didn't go around the edges on that. I should have done that. Oh, well. Too late now. So we're just going to put one there. And one up here. And one down here. And then we're going to take the Wink of Stella, I think. I did do his eyes and his nose, didn't I? I seem to remember doing them. Just do them again. I might have rubbed them off, holding them. That's about it. I think it came out pretty good. Except I forgot to go around the edges. I wanted to go around the edges of this thing. Now, I did notice that the adhesive sheets, everything's falling. The adhesive sheets are a little thicker than the dimensionals. So I probably should have put 2 dimensionals on here because it's up a little higher here. But oh well, it's not bad. All right, so I'm going to give one of these away. All right. Oh. Check in on a live sale. Oh. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Cherise. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If anybody wants a card, I'll probably give you this one because this one I forgot to do the thing. Now, I did not do anything on the inside of this, on this particular card. So you can do whatever you want on the inside. I'll probably, let me just go ahead and put my stamp on the back. Made with Love by Deb House Crafty Cottage. I'll do it on this one too. I bought that not from Stampin' Up. Somebody asked me that. They don't sell those. So this one we're going to give away. So if anybody would like it, when I say go, put in a number. Let me write a number down so that there's no confusion. Put in a number between 1 and 20 when I say go. Don't start. Okay, bye, Judy. Thank you for coming. Okay, ready, set, go. Between 1 and 20 if you want the card, this card. Stop. Marla got it. Marla got it. 17. Stop. There's definitely a delay here. Stop. Marla's Crafty got it. 17 was my number, which you probably can't see. So, Marla, I don't know if I have your address. Can you please email me at, here. I might, but just to make it easier on me. Oops. KIL.com. Did I type that right? Yes. Just send me your address to there. And let me, where's my little slip? I threw it out already. Ah, Deb. All right, sticky note. This is Marla. Okay, so that is for the card. Marla won that. And now let's do one other thing before we start in on the next. I have a pack of red rhinestones. We're going to do it the same way before we do the next card. Oh, here's the number. Okay. So let's see. Let's go 1 to 25. Don't do it till I say go. My handwriting's gone up to crap lately. All right. Ready, set for the red rhinestones. Go. Oh, Justine, good night. Or are you saying good night to Judy? Keep going. Anybody who wants the red rhinestones, keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, this is funny. I would have done the champagne ones, but I don't have an extra one of those. Stop. Stamp Girl gets it. She's number 9. Stamp Girl gets it. Stop, stop, stop. Number 9, which is sloppy, but I put a line under it because I wanted to make sure people didn't think it was a 6, but it's a 9. Told you my handwriting is really bad. So that is Paige, who is Stamp Girl. Congrats, Paige. Alrighty. Number 9, which is stuck in my sleeve. Nick. Seems to me last time you won like 3 or something. You and who was it? It was Gigi over in G's Tidbits. All right, so let's move on to the next card. I'm going to keep this one for now, just so I can take a picture of it or something. I might end up giving that away too. I don't know yet. All right, so the next one I used, it's the same set, but I brought in Winter Woods. I think, yeah, here they are. This tree and these trees and the 12 Tidings paper because I thought it was still available. And it is not. The wrapping paper is, but not the paper. It was a year-end clearance and it went bye-bye. So on this one, when we get done making the card, I'm going to give away 2 sets of 6x6 of whatever is left. Maybe 3 sets. I want to keep 1 set of 6x6 for me, but I'm going to cut up the rest of this paper into 6x6 and I'll do 3 6x6 sets of whatever's left. It's not the whole everything. Okay. So I'll do 3 of those plus the card. If anybody is interested in that paper, since it is no longer available. As far as I could tell, the wrapping paper is, but it's only got red in it from what I could see. I didn't ever buy the wrapping paper. 12 Tidings is the name of it. And you can double check me, but I couldn't find it on the regular website. So we have, we're using Very Vanilla thick cardstock. It's an A2 vertical this time. And this is just cut to 5 1/4 by 4. And I thought about backing it on Garden Green, but I decided not to. This color is Garden Green and Very Vanilla. And I just thought that was like the woods or a forest with all the forest animals. So, hi, Deborah. Okay, thank you. Hi, Debbie. Oh, good. Oh, you didn't like the first set? Aw. Are you in the collab now, Debbie? I'm sorry, but I didn't even look at the list of who's in the collab now. Oh, Cindy. Yeah, I know. Well, this is the one I had from last year too. So it's, it's retired now, and I don't need it here, and I don't have a whole pack of it, so I'm just going to cut it up into 6x6, and if anybody wants it, we'll do drawings for it. Okay, so these are from the stitched nested label dies that coordinate with the Free as a Bird, and I used the two largest ones. They're pretty generic. Stitched nested label dies. They're item code 149638. They're in the annual catalog. And this is the guy I did on Very Vanilla, but we're going to actually use watercolor paper. And let's do our stamping first. And the wishing, where's the sentiment? Wishing you everything, every kind of wonderful is from the, what is this stamp set called? Walk in the Woods. Walk in the Woods is the one we're using with the hedgehog. It looks like this. So we're using just him and wishing you every kind of wonderful this time. And this has nice sentiments. The world needs more of what you are. Thanks for being marvelous. We used on the first card. Wishing you every kind of wonderful. Everything will be okay. And the adventure begins. I mean, all of and I'm lost without you. All of these are nice sentiments. I probably use these top four the most. So anyway, with that, let's stamp. Let's stamp the sentiment first. We're going to stamp in soft suede again because the little heady is in soft suede. Thank you. Okay. I'll be sure to watch for it, Debbie. But sometimes we're our own worst critic, me included, for sure. And by the way, Debbie, I believe, has a birthday on Tuesday. So happy birthday early. I am late getting cards out, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm not real happy that's straight, so let's try that again. I'm not convinced this paper's cut straight, though, either. Hang on. Bring in the skinny little trimmer and see if we can make it look straighter without re-stamping it. We can, I think. I think it's straight enough. If that little trimmer is no longer available, sorry. All right, now we need to get Garden Green out. And because that's the color in the paper. No, but you're very talented. All the same. Okay, so I have to take the mushrooms off this block, which is block E, because it's the only block E I have. Now you can do these larger ones on block E, or you can do them on your Stamparatus. If you're going to be making multiples, it's easier to do it on the Stamparatus. And I am going to stand up because what I want is these trees to be up at the top, but not too much off the top. So let me come up and just do that right about there. Oh gosh, that was crooked. We're gonna flip it over. Oh man, how did that get so crooked? Wow. Wow. Which way was it leaning? That way, so I have to compensate for that. Hopefully. Much better. Would have liked it to be up just a little more, but oh well. You're welcome, Debbie. I mean it sincerely. You make beautiful things. Albums. Debbie makes beautiful albums, and she does a lot of different papercraft and other stuff. I've seen her do some beading. There's, what are they called? Your glue stopper bead things. All right, we need the green out still. I need a scrap because we have to do our tree, our big tree. So once again, I had to remove this and put the tree on. All right, sorry, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Now this one I have a die for, so I don't have to worry if it's straight or crooked or whatever. I'm gonna test this a minute. I think I am going to stamp off and do it in sort of a lighter shade. I don't know. So that was called stamping off, as opposed to stamping off the edge of the paper. Someone asked me that question once, and no questions are silly. Especially if you're new to paper crafting. I didn't know what half this stuff was, you know, a couple years ago. So, all right, so this is from the Winter Woods, as was the this stamp here, which is in the annual catalog. Now, there is one that just retired. I'll show you the Winter Woods. Here's the Winter Woods. This is still active in the annual catalog. It's 147661. And there are coordinating dies, which are, I don't know, I don't remember the number, but they're in the woods. These are the older ones. And this is too, it's been in the catalog for a while now, because this is the clear mount, so I don't have stickers on my stamps for those even. And the one that retired was called In the Pines. Now the stamp set for that is still available in the year-end clearance through the 4th. It's item 153448, but I did not see the dies anymore, so they might have gone already, but the stamp set is still around if you want that. So let me just put that out of the way. And let's see, I need the die. I need the die, Deb. Let me see what else. The Winter Woods, I don't know if that's going to retire yet. The Walk in the Woods and the Winter Woods are in the annual, so that goes through April. Very possibly they could retire, but the In the Pines is retiring now as of January 4th. And so that's gone as of the 4th, after the 4th. And like I said, the dies appear to be already gone from what I could see earlier today. So I'm going to turn around and die cut this tree, and I'll be right back. I'll be back. Arnold Schwarzenegger done poorly. Okay. So here we go, I think. Just checking. I think it's... See, this one is one of the old dies, and it doesn't line up the same way as the other ones did, but I think that's probably close enough. Hopefully. All right. Here we go. Now, how this idea came about, and that one's kind of got a little blotchy, but I'll wink a still. Actually, that's going to be under the label. How this came about is that tree was already in my stamp set die cut. I just had an extra. So I thought, and I wanted the woods, so I thought I'll just use that and put it in the forefront. So that's how that came about. Let me just put my die away so I don't lose it, which I tend to do. Yeah, it is a pretty tree stamp. Stampin' Up! Has a lot of pretty trees. There's another one in the annual catalog called Rooted in Nature. Gorgeous. All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead and put this on, even though this, I had to turn upside down. It's all good. I don't want my trees leaning. No earthquakes or whatever. Windstorms blowing the trees over. Funny story. Not really funny, but for work, I used to have to go to a very remote island somewhere, which I won't name. But they had like 6 months before, they had a bad, they don't call it tornado, hurricane, I guess, that kind of thing. And one area of the island, the trees were like all bent over. Like it was really weird. Thank you, Philomena. So, yeah. Now, before we put this all together, we have to do we have to watercolor him. But I want to go ahead and get the ribbon on, figure out placement. So the ribbon, this is going to go here. This is going to get cut. I don't want the bottom of the trees to show. I put them down a little lower this time, I think. So this is going to go here. So really, that ribbon, I'm going to put a little tiny pencil mark right about here at the bottom of this tree. And then hope I can see that to flip it over right there. Let me get my silicone mat again. And this is going to be the faux suede ribbon that we're going to use from Stampin' Up. Actually, I probably should have used the other one. This is just the regular seal tape runner, and I'm putting 2 lines of it on to help hold it, hopefully. And so here's the faux suede. This is from the World of Good Sweet in the annual catalog on page 161. It's in early espresso, even though we're using soft suede elsewhere. But yeah, so let me see if I got that. Yep, up a little bit, up a little bit. Ah, all right, let me put this down. It's going to go right across here. Right there. And then we're going to just cut that off. I didn't do any bows tonight. Woohoo, at least not on these cards. We shall see what I end up doing. Okay, so now we can glue that down and start to assemble everything except our little hedgehog again. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Philomena. Had to start supper. Oh, that's fine, Heather. Yeah, kind of weird timing, right? All right, I have a globule. Don't want that globule on here. Clean your glue, Deb. Because I've been having this open most of the day. Well, the afternoon. Crafting. Part of the morning. So just try and get this on as even as possible. It's 5 1/4 by 4 on a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 card base, which is A2. And it looks a little crooked to me, but it's going to have to do. All right. This now can go up on dimensionals, which we'll use half a pack. No, pretty close. I like to put them inside where the stitching is on the angles on these, and then I put more in the middle. So nobody else eats sauerkraut for New Year's? Must just be my German Dutch background. I don't know. That's right. No, you're an hour behind me, I thought. Oh no, you probably are an hour ahead. Yeah. Sorry. I get confused. For a while I thought we were in the same time zone, but Nova Scotia. That's why I had Linner or Dunch. Now, the thing is, I want to make sure those tree bottoms are sort of close to where that ribbon is, because that's where the sentiment strip is going to go. Oh, you know what? I want to put it over just a little bit more. There. And then this tree is just going to get glued onto here right about there. Okay. Do you love sauerkraut? See, we were always told it helps, you know, out with the old and with the new, that kind of philosophy. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's 511 here, so 511. And that's going to go right there, because this is already bumped up crookedly a little bit. And then we have to do our sentiment, but let's go ahead and color our little guy first. Little hedgy. So this is the Stampin' Up! Watercolor paper I have some scraps of, which I thought would be fine for stamping him and coloring him. As soon as I find him, here he is. And get rid of these things, which will be all over my floor and my pant legs and the bottom of my slippers and everything else. Okay, so this is called, what is the name of this watercolor paper? Here it is. This is the watercolor paper that Stampin' Up! Sells. It's called Fluid 100. It's 5x7, 100% cotton, and I think you get 10 sheets, but let me see. Yeah, 10 sheets of 5x7 watercolor paper. It's pretty nice. I like it. And I'm not a watercolorist, but we're going to use that, Hedgie, and the newer water painters. But I'm using the medium one. They have 3 different tips. A really wide one, a really skinny one. But that one, the brush on it kind of got funny on me. So I am using the medium one and just trying to use the very tippy tip. But we're going to stamp in soft suede. And he's so cute. He or she, who knows? It's so cute. Bavarian sauerkraut. Yum. Is that with the rye seeds in it? Sorry for the loud snap. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring in a little, oops, I don't know why I closed that. A little clear block. You can squeeze this into the lid, but I prefer doing it on the block because my hand strength isn't that good for squishing that down. And this is just easier for me. So let me get a piece of paper towel up here. I'm going to squeeze a little water out onto here. And just blend it out a little bit. All right. Probably a little bit faster way to do Hedgie. Should we name it? No, don't make it Hedgie because that ends in IE. Then I'll be calling my granddaughters Hedgie yet. Because they're all their names end in E, like mine, if I say Debbie, right? But I don't. That's one of the reasons I don't use that name, but not the main reason. I use Deb. Plus, it's easier to keep Debbie and me separate. Especially since we have the same birthday. Anyway. So I'm kind of going over the outline first, and then I'll go back in a little bit weaker color. And color in the rest. And I'm just kind of using, am I even in frame? Yeah, wispy strokes here. Like I said, I'm not an artiste. I'm not a watercolorist. I just play sometimes. But I do find watercolor to be easier than coloring with like watercolor pencils. I mean, doing watercolor this way. And also, I feel like you don't have to be like perfect with watercolor. You can, you know, it's supposed to be, I don't know. I'm probably way out of line, and somebody that watercolors all the time is going to come back and say, you don't do it like that. I don't know. Anyway, I just feel like it's a little easier to blend, if you will. I don't know. And adjust. Especially if you use watercolor paper. It's not so easy on some of the other papers, I will say that. And some of the other papers really buckle. If you get them too wet, they can tear. This one doesn't tend to do that. All right. I'll look up in a minute. Sorry, guys. Concentrating again on Hedgie. I know people are having live sales and stuff, but I don't do those too often anymore. Go to them because I don't want to buy. So sorry, guys. But I was thinking of actually trying to get in one to sell some stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Not Stampin' Up stuff, you know. I want to get a little bit darker here on these legs. And then try and get a little more water and go lighter on the rest. Actually, that was a leg too. Oops. I'm going to actually blot that because I'm not happy with how much water I have on there. So a little more dark on that leg. And foot. He looks kind of splotchy, huh? Let me clean my brush off a minute. Let's see. A little more color in the ear here to differentiate it. And maybe a little more color here. Kind of looks a different color than the other one, but I don't know. I'm trying to just use the tip and get some of that not so watered out color and go back over some of it to redefine some areas, if that makes any sense whatsoever. All right, and then I'm going to come in with Petal Pink to do his belly. I think. Yeah, I think I used Petal Pink. Petal Pink ink. Okay, let me see what I missed. Oh, no. No, Debbie's been at it, I think, a lot more and is way higher up in the chain than me. She's very good, very talented. I actually enjoy her channel. I don't watch it often, but I like to watch her sometimes for fun folds and stuff. So again, I have Petal Pink on the block, and I'm just going to use that for this guy's little belly. Excuse me. Thank you, Cindy. I had to fix the eyes and nose. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going to use a marker for the eyes and the nose. I had this really quite pink the last time. And I didn't really care for that pink. But I think this is okay. He's sort of bleeding in with the brown, which is okay because he's furry. You know, it doesn't, like my cat, it doesn't stop in one spot and just, well, some places it does seem to, but all right, let me, I was cleaning my brush off. Let me wipe this off and then get the marker and do the black for his eyes. I'm just going to use the light black blend, the tip end, and do his little nose. And just a little bit of his eye here. There. And then we're going to take the Winkostella and do a little nose. Come on, Winkostella. And I know I didn't go all the way down on that one paw like I did on the other, and I will get that when I go back around after I fussy cut. He's cute. Yes, he is cute. Thank you, June. Yes, that's the word I was looking for forgiving. Good philosophy, Marla. Hi, Melanie. Melanie's birthday is today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes. All right. So let's see what we can do with this. Maybe. I want them to be cut a little bit. And the background color of this, maybe the color looks a little different because I did the other one on Very Vanilla. And this is a whiter, watercolor paper is a little whiter in background. So, yeah. We'll go around the edges again once I get that far. The next card will be quicker, I promise. And different. We won't be using Hedgie anymore for the next one. And then the last one, well, the last one I don't have ready yet, but so we'll do it together. Paper is a little damp, but it's a lot drier than it would be if it was the Very Vanilla. I actually had to use the heat gun on the Very Vanilla. Feels a little stiffer to cut, though, I have to say. It is thicker, that's why. Ugh. Fussy cutting is not equal me. Some people find it very relaxing. I don't. It kind of stresses me. I don't know. Plus, it hurts my hands somewhat. So I'm probably holding stuff wrong. Yeah, I almost cut off his little claw. I had to fill that in a little bit. This one kind of got muddied. Okay, good enough. Now, I'm going to take, I'm not going to use the blends, but I am going to take the soft suede dye-based marker. Let me make sure I have the right one. Called Stampin' Right. And go around these little parts here that I missed. Because then I could take the water brush again if I wanted to and use it on there. We're just going to go around the edges and get rid of any white. I just don't want that there. Sort of like distressing with distress ink or whatever, but it's just using a dye-based marker that coordinates. You could also use black if you wanted it to pop a little more, but yeah. I don't know. I think I like the other one better. They're both cute. This one I left some white in there and I cut it out on this one or colored it in. See a little white there I don't want. Okay. Good enough. You're welcome, Melanie. It's a special day from Melanie. Okay. Now, I have to trim this a little bit. And then we're going to use the banner picker punch and do both ends. And let's see. And we want it to be, I did it in the pointy end because I felt like that went with, that went with the stitch nested label dies. It's not stitched, but still. So that is this one. This punch is number 153608 and should be available. And I'm going to do that, just that once on that one because I cut this a little different than I did the first time. This I think goes up to 1 inch. It does 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and this is 3/4 inch strip, which I originally had cut to 4 inches, and then I just cut it down. That's going to go right across here. But first, we're going to take that same soft suede marker. I'm not going to forget to do it this time. And go around the edges. Just add a little something. You could go around the edges. I might have gone around in, no, I didn't. I was going to say garden green, but I did use soft suede on the other one too. And you could also use the Stampin' blends, the alcohol markers, but if you do that, know that it will probably bleed into your paper a little more than these do. Meaning it would spread a little more. Oops, I just colored myself. Okay. So now, because this is popped up, this is not going to be, except for this tip here, we'll get a dimensional, and the rest will be glued. Hi, Linda. Hi, Mari. Welcome. We have some new people. Yep. I have to get it over a little further. There we go. Centered on the ribbon, hiding the bottoms of the tree stems there. And then this one, now see, this is different. On this one, I wanted to make sure you could see the whole bear kind of thing in the forest. I thought it was like woodland creatures, right? So this one, I'll cover up the fox because it doesn't really matter. So again, we need mini dimensionals on his pawpaws. There, and oops, over here. 2 came off. And then we need a bigger one, sort of in his tushy over here. But the rest will be glued on. Actually, I got that in the wrong spot. I need it right here in his belly. There, in his belly, not his tushy. Maybe one little one on his tushy. Okay, and then glue goes in here. Ah, well, welcome. Thank you for watching the replays anyway. It all helps. It all helps in the YouTube scheme of things, so I appreciate that. This card will be given away in a minute if anybody's interested. We still have to put our bling on. And we're going to use the same, as soon as I figure out what I did with them. Here they are. Champagne rhinestones on this one too. You could also use the holiday rhinestones, yeah, maybe not. You could, or do we have garden green and blends? No, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd either use regular rhinestones or these champagne ones, which are in the annual catalog. I think they kind of go nice with the soft suede look, and I did put 5 on here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I put one up here. Okay. One up here. I don't know where I want it. In between the deer's legs. Okay, I lost my lid. So, on the inside of this, I do have a strip of paper somewhere. Hang on. I thought I did. I don't know what I did with it. I will put on both of these, I'm going to put a strip of paper of this in here. But that's pretty much the card. Which one do you like better, lighter or darker? I don't know why he turned, maybe I used crumb cake on him. I'm not sure. Yeah, right, the Halkettes. Yay, we're missing Chris though. She's the one that's, oh, is that Chris that came in? Chris, yes, there she is. I was going to say she's the one that started it. Yay. Darker, you like the one I just did better? Cool. All right, well, that is the one we'll give away. And I will put a strip of paper in. Let me see if I thought I had one cut, but maybe not. Hang on. That's not enough. That's not, yeah, let's just do it now, because if I don't, I'll forget. So let's cut this down to, this one won't do it. I have to get it to 5 1/4. That's the only thing I don't like about the little trimmer. All right, 5 1/4. This is a scrap, so it won't be part of the ones that I'll give away. Maybe I'll go 3/4. Let me see which side I want. Maybe I'll go 1 inch and get that whole buck in there. That's what I'll do. See how that looks. I don't like cutting parts of animals off, but yeah, that looks all right. We'll do that on that one. So let's just do that. And then you can write whatever you want on the inside, and I'll stamp the back, and then we'll do the giveaway. Giveaways. Giveaway. What time is it? Let's see. How am I doing on time? 5:30. An hour. Ugh, boy, that got crooked. Pay attention to what you're doing, Dad. Okay, there we go. All right. So let me get a bigger scrap. Let's see if I can write a little neater this time. We're going to do 4. Let me see something. We will do. Did people say they did want the give it away now? Yes, Heather. Yeah, yes, ma'am. All right, we'll do the card first. So when I say go, I'll type it in. Then you start any number between 1 and 25. Don't do it yet. So trying to make sure you can't see me. Okay, I have a number. So I'm going to type in go. hopefully go now. And any number between 1 and 25. And the first person that gets it, I'll say stop. Not yet. Boy, 13's popular. Not yet. This is a good one. Wow. Stop. Linda Mailer gets it. Linda, Mehler. It was 21. Stop, stop. Congratulations, Linda. You are going to have to email me your address to this email. Congratulations. So let me write your name down again. Where are you? Lynda Mailer. So please email me your address and we'll get that out to you soon. I know, right? That one kept going and going. So congratulations on that. Now we're going to do 3 drawings for, I had mentioned I'm going to cut up the full sheets that I have in here left in the 12 tidings because it's now retired. As far as I can tell, it's gone. I don't have a full pack, but I have one of this, which is red on one side, green on the other. Another one of that, actually, so 2 of those. It's the same pattern on the reverse, but with the red. So I have 2 of those, a green stripe, which is red stripe on the back, a red buffalo check with green on the back, and this plant one with green on the front and red on the back. And that's probably it because I don't have enough to do 3 for the other scraps that I have. So just those 1, 2, 3, 5 sheets of 6x6 to 3 different people that I'll cut up. So we'll do the drawings the same way. This is my New Year's celebration. Happy birthday thing. I need some scrap paper. Hang on. Squeaky chair. Okay, we'll use these strips. I have 3 strips here. 1, 2. I'll just cut it in half because we're going to do another drawing for some rhinestones in a minute too. All right, so let's see. Let's make it a smaller range this time. Yes, I don't do the, I should do that, but I'm letting everybody play over and over. So let's see, we're going to do a number between 1 and 15 this time. 1 and 15. And when I type in go, this is for one of the papers. One of the 6x6 papers. Okay, thanks, Linda. Okay, go. This is number between 1 and 15. Go. Stop, Philomena. Philomena gets it. Number 11. So that's for the paper. Okay, so that's 12 tidings. 6x6 times 5. And that is Philomena, which I can write on here. Sasso. Congratulations, Philomena. And all right, now we're going to do another one for the paper. Let me see. Okay, I have a number pick, so I'm going to put go again in. Ready, set, go. Number between 1 and 15 for another one of the papers. Stop. Mary, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Mari, Paul, you're the winner. Mari, Pahl, I think it was, is the winner. It's number 7. I think she had it first. Let me see if I can figure out how to scroll back up and make sure, because I see someone else has it. I can't scroll back up. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, so that is for the paper 6x6, and that's the 12 tidings. And we're going to do one more. I will need your address also. I will put that in again, my email address, when I'm done doing these drawings. So we have one more for paper. So that's going to be between 1 and 20 this time, okay? Between 1 and 20. If I could write, it would help. All right. When I say go, here we go. Ready, set, go. Oh, hi, Renee. Sorry. We'll catch up in a minute. This is a drawing for some paper that I'm going to cut into 6x6. It'll be 5 sheets of double-sided 6x6. I have to pay attention here. Okay. Stop. Chris, you get it. Chris Shook. SHUK for the 6x6 12 tidings. Okay, that's the last one of the paper. Now we'll do one for these, and then we'll do the next card. So let me get a sticky note. This is the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which you can, if you have alcohol markers like the Stampin' blends, you can color them any color you want. I don't think I have mine out here to show you, but I have a couple colored in. But if you've watched me, you've seen me do that. So, for example, you know, if we wanted Magenta Madness Rhinestone Jewels, just color them, let them dry. Use the brush tip end, not the nib, to make sure you get down around the edges. Let it dry for a minute. Then you can go over it again if you want it darker. And let it dry, which doesn't take long with alcohol markers. And then you can use them with any project. So they're a good thing to have in your stash. Okay. You're welcome, Chris. All right. So, oh, Melanie would really like these. And it's Melanie's birthday. Okay. So, yeah, I know. Me either, Heather. I don't know if it's, I'm not supposed, I can't sell to anybody outside the United States. So I don't know. Okay, so this is going to be for the, I'm going to write it on here, Rhinestone Jewels, Rhinestone Basic Jewels, which are very versatile. And they come in 3 different sizes. Mostly they're little 4mm. I don't know if they're 3mm, 4mm, and 5mm. And let's see, we're going to pick a number between 1 and 20 again. When I say go, alrighty. So I'm going to type it in now. Ready, get set, Go. Number between 1 and 20. Another long one. Stop. Guess what? Chris won it again. Chris Shook. Congratulations, Chris. You came in just in time. That is Chris Shook. So I'm going to be a little generous here. Melanie, it's your birthday. These are for you. Okay. And FOY. Okay, so this one is going to Chris. This one's going to Melanie. And Debbie Vignola, your birthday is Tuesday. These are going to you. These are the pearls, though. But you can also color these with alcohol markers. So these are going to Debbie Vignola. For her birthday's on the 5th. And this is birthday 3rd. And ladies, that'll force me to get cards out even though they're going to be late. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the pearls. Yay. All right. So now we have another card to do, everyone. That will also be given away. So let me bring that in. Ugh. Everything's sticking to each other here. Hang on, I have to organize a little bit because I'm out of room. Okay, so this next card is a different stamp set altogether. I needed to get out of the neutrals and get into something fun. We're going to do Nothing's Better Than. And I originally was going to do this Friday, which was the, 1st? But it was already after New Year's Eve. We're going to do the cocktails, okay? And here's the card we're going to make. Now, this paper is the ombre paper that's in the celebration, which will start on January 5th. So how celebration works is, for those not familiar, is you, for every $50 you purchase from Stampin' Up, you become eligible for a level 1 item. If you buy $100 worth of stuff, you're eligible for 2 level 1 items, which are you buy $50 twice kind of thing, or a level 2, which is you have to have $100 in order to get those items. And I've shown some of those, but I'll go over all that again on Tuesday evening on my live, because that's when the catalogs and the celebration starts. So the stamp set and the dies are in the annual catalog. The ribbons in the annual catalog. The background papers are in the annual catalog, but we're going to use the ombre paper. And I'll just show it to you because you need to see all the pretty colors. And the reason I picked that is I thought all the bubbles in the background kind of reminded me, even though this is more like an island cocktail, kind of reminded me like champagne bubbles for New Year's. So this color, let's see what the colors are here. I'll just tell you. They are Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, which is this purple, Granny Apple Green, which we saw a minute ago. See, there's some that are just plain ombre, and then the other ones are bubbles, okay? Rococo Rose, which is here, and white, Whisper White, they say. So there's like Rococo Rose bubbles. You know, every color has bubbles and just plain ombre. Well, that one has bubbles on both sides, like that. So this is one of the level 1 items in celebration. for the $50 purchase starting January 5th. Oops. So I cannot give the paper away on that. But that's what we're going to do. Okay. And let me just move them down because I already have things cut. So what we're using here is a thick white, which is Whisper White, card base, A2. It looks kind of big for some reason. Hang on. It's looking too wide to me, so I just want to double check it. Yeah, 4 1/4. It should be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It is. I don't know. My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Okay, and then I brought in Mango Melody, and that is cut to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it just goes around the very edge. And then the designer paper is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. So we just wanted a little bit of border of the Mango Melody. So are you thinking island yet? Island cocktails? Bermuda Bay? Oh my gosh, when I was in St. Thomas, now this is going back to 2001. But there is a bay there. What is it called? But the water is really that color in that particular. No, it isn't. It's like sapphire blue. It's really pretty. So yeah, I knew I needed some bright, cheery colors. Now, before we get started on that, we're going to dye some ribbon, and then we're going to do some stamping and die cutting, all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm going to bring in some seam binding. This is crinkled seam binding ribbon, 1/4 inch wide in Whisper White, or just white, I don't know. And we're going to take, just like with the Stampin' blends, we're going to take, I'm sorry, just like with the rhinestones, we're going to take our alcohol marker Stampin' blends and just color this ribbon. And it dries pretty fast, but you do want to have paper toweling or something under it because it will go through to the other side. I think my Mango Melody Dark is getting a little, I might have to get another one soon. Uh-oh. Which means I have to get the whole set. Because now they sell them only as a set, light and dark. Which comes in handy for blending when you're coloring, but you know. Let me make sure. That should be plenty. And let me just check the other side, make sure. It really doesn't need to be done on the other side that much, but I'll go over it anyway in case I can't tell which side is what. And then I'm going to just pull it through the paper toweling to make sure the color is not going to come off on everything else. So I'm just going to wrap my fingers around it. Don't even have to really do this because alcohol ain't quick, but we'll do that. And just a tiny little came off. And then I'll get my snips, the re-inker to do that with the ribbon. I guess if you're going to do a lot, but I think it would be a little messier. This is not as messy to me and faster. And my re-inkers aren't right at me. I have to go in a little outside my little door here on top. I keep them. I'll show you how I keep my re-inkers. Hang on. Some people have seen this before, but not everybody has. Okay. I'm going to have a disaster. Okay, so I have to raise you up a little bit or I'll never be able to fit this in there. Hang on. Fun with Deb, yeah. Oh, fun card Deb, yep. Megan Bay, that might have been it, Melanie. I don't know, it's been so long. So, a couple years back at a yard sale, I got this photo storage box. It's an older version of like an iris. It is an iris case, but it's like an older version. So it has all those photo things in it. And I have 2 for each color family. So, for example, And I keep it laying like this so that the bottles are standing upright in here. So here's my Bermuda Bay. So I have all the reinkers for all the colors, and the only ones not in here, I have 2 for in colors, but I haven't switched out the last year's in colors that retired for the newer ones. I have the newer ones up out here on my desk. Oops, sorry, that was loud. So let me figure out where to put this temporarily. Excuse me. Prizes go on top of there. Okay, so back to our card. Hi, Judy Parker. Welcome. Oh, really? Huh. That's good to know, Melanie. Oh, yeah. I have never been on a cruise at this point. I don't think I'll go on one. I think I flew. I know I flew there. I did. I was a little worried because I went on the ferry from St. Thomas to St. John. I don't do well on ferry boats around, like, well, near New Jersey, Cape May, and Delaware. Bad. So I wasn't sure I'd do. Yeah, especially that thinner white ribbon, Jen. So anyway. Oh, the re-inker on the marker. I don't know if you can do that on the alcohol markers. You can do it on these Stampin' Rights because these are the dye-based inks. But I don't think you can on the, I don't know. I've never tried it on the alcohol markers. Wait, what does June say? I missed something. Oh, well. Oh, another snowstorm. We had just a little snow this morning, and then now it's rainy. But thank you for coming, Judy. And I watched my replay of my last one, and I saw that you did volunteer for being a wrench. I may take you up on that next time. So far, so good today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this to the Mango Melody. We're doing islands on this card. We've been doing giveaways, so you missed out on that. Sorry. But people that have ordered will be getting prizes eventually from me too. For that, I'm going to catch up from last year. All right, now this I kind of want to go in the middle. So I'm just going to do the same thing and use, this is thin ribbon, so I can just use regular seal. You could use glue dots too, that would work. And now that that's down, we can go ahead and glue our card base, our mat down. Glue down the mat. Okay, Heather, have fun. Okay. Well, the last card is sort of just we're going to be winging it, so we'll see how it goes. This one we have to finish first, though. All right. So now we have this little piece, this little 1/2-inch strip for, sorry about the messy mat, we were stamping off and stuff. We're going to stamp our cocktail on here and color it in. This is Bermuda Bay. And let me give you a measurement. It is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So this is 2 by 3 that we're going to stamp and color on. Let me just move that over. Find my stamp. And I stamped it in Smoky Slate for the glass. You could use Pool Party, but I chose Smoky Slate. You can do whatever you would like. Yours is sunbathing. Wow, must be nice. The sun is down here. Long ago. Now, let me see if I can get this sort of centered. Okay. Now, there is this, and we're going to try it. I actually, on this one, did it twice because it didn't get close enough to the edge, and then I still took a blend and blended it out a little bit. So we're going to try it though, and I'm going to use Pool Party. You can make this drink whatever color you want, but we're going to use Pool Party. Thank you, Jen. We're such party poopers. We had one tiny little bottle of wine that was gifted to us, and we didn't have it though. We have it still. And then we thought, wine gives me a headache, so I don't drink it very often. But the one drink I found that doesn't give me a headache, and I don't have it often, is Captain and Ginger, which is rum and ginger. So my son and I were going to have that on New Year's Eve. We didn't. We had tea. We're so funny. So I'm just trying to line this up pretty good. Yeah, I got it off. I'm going to do it again. What the heck? Just try and go over a little bit that way. Yeah, we have drunk ice cubes. It's okay. It's okay. The ice cubes are jiggling around in the glass, right? Ugh, dropping everything. Now there is a thing for the umbrella, and I have that out too. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to use Magenta Madness for that. There's also a thing for the little orange wedge or lemon or whatever it is. We're not going to do that. I think I got that off. I did. I'm not real good at these lining up these double two-steppers. That's not too bad. And I'll touch that up with a marker. All right, so let's do that first. Touch that up with a marker. Ooh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump you guys. Just going to go out to the edge here. I'm probably making it worse now. Yep. So therefore, we're just going to outline it. I probably should have used the other tip. I think we might end up stamping that again. I don't know. All right, now we're going to use Mango Melody Light and Dark. It'll work. It's not perfect. And I also need Smoky Slate Light. Where is it? Here it is. All right, let's use that first. You had diet green tea? Well, actually, what I did on this one, I did color this in with the markers, and we're going to do that. On this one, I actually had colored in part of it with markers, and then I went over it with that stamp. And I kind of like how that one turned out better, but it's okay. And I probably should have done that with this one. But I'm just going to go around the edges of the base here. And then we're going to use Wink Estella on some of it. I don't know. I try to be expert, but I'm not. Get some of this. I made it too kind of feathery. I'm going to actually Wink Estella the drink. Make it sparkly. Shimmering in the sunshine in Bermuda. Oh my gosh, I so want to go to an island. Although I have to say, I lived on an island for 10 months, and then I lived on a smaller island for just 2 months years ago for work. And I would get islandophobia, I call it, after a long extended period of time, I believe. Meaning I would need to get off and go somewhere on a very small island especially. So, I mean, I'm not talking like Australia or the Philippines or something. I'm talking small. Yeah, it's dark and rainy here too. And let's see, what time is it? Yes. Oh yeah, it gets dark here at like 4:40 something, and it's 6:05. We've been on for 2 hours. That's not bad. We're on what, card 3, but we've been doing giveaways in between too. So this is light Mango Melody. The rind was dark. I'm just gonna kind of go in and do a little more dark around these edges and leave it at that. I'm not happy with that umbrella, but it's going to stay the way it is. I might go over that glass a little better too. I hear my son sneezing. That's not a good thing. Maybe since I did that, I'll darken this in too. A little more. Okay. I think, yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that on the top of there. Let's use a little more Winky Stella. Winky Stella. Okay, good enough. Spending too much time on it, Deb. I put too much dark on here, but oh well. So we're going to glue that together. What did Melanie say? The table. Oh. Pretend you're on that cruise ship, right? Moving back and forth. Oh my goodness. I don't know. A little bit funny story. So years ago also, I had to go to Hawaii, which I know is an island, but that wasn't the one I was talking about earlier. Anyway, and I got to go first class, but I only had one first class seat, and my son and a friend went, and I think we had 2 coach and 1 first class seat, so we took turns. But anyway, they gave me, when I was in first class, a Mai Tai, and it was really good, and it wasn't very strong, right? So I guess because aircraft, they can't give you strong stuff. Anyway, we got to Hawaii, and I don't know, I was there for like 4 or 5 days because I combined business with work. And so we went out to dinner, my son and friend and me, and we ordered Mai Tais because I thought that was really good and it wasn't very strong. Oh my gosh, they brought them out in a pineapple, like 3/4 of a pineapple. I took 1 sip, maybe a sip and a half, and I had to send it back and tell them to put more pineapple juice in it because it was so strong. I was like giddy after like a sip and a half. Thank you, Philomena. So I don't drink a whole lot, and that showed at that point because, man, that was really... All right, so I'm not doing my job here. These words, here's what I did. This is a piece of paper out of the In Color, no, I'm sorry, the Brights, the designer series paper for the In Color. And Stampin' Up sells these adhesive sheets now, and they come in, let me show you. They come in long 6 by 12 inch sheets. So, but then they have like 3 sections in the 6. So I just took 2 of those sections, pulled them off, and put them on the back of what I wanted. And then I die cut this instead of using my cardstock. And I did it 3 times on this one. And then you have the adhesive backing, excuse me, on them already. So this one I didn't take out yet. So we have to stick these together. And this is going to get bumped up on dimensionals. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that strong because I thought I never had a Mai Tai before that airplane ride. And I thought, boy, that was really tasty. Pineapple juice and rum and whatever else they put in it. I don't know. Don't even know, but whatever it was really strong. So my son teases me about that to this day. He was like in middle school at the time. And he's 30. What did he just turn? 33 now. Oh my gosh. He just had a birthday in December. So now I'm just taking my pokey tool and poking out those bits that didn't fall out, and they're sticking to me because they're on sticky paper. So, but you can do this, or you can use fine tip glue without doing the adhesive sheet. They're both probably about, I don't know, to me the glue is actually a little faster, but this is less messy. So you don't run the risk of having the, you know, the glue come through the top and get on the top of your letters or words. This would also be good to do with that playful alphabet dies that are in the Playing with Patterns set. Any kind of alphabets really, or other words. The well-written words would be good. And other things too. I mean, you don't have to use it just for words, but I like it for words. Okay, so now we have to peel. Let me see which one's gonna come off easiest. It comes off pretty easy, see? That looks kind of cool too. So I already used the cookies from this stamp set previously, and also the chocolates. So I thought, I don't think I ever used the cocktails. And given that it's New Year's, I thought that would be appropriate. And we're all adults here, hopefully. So, and if not, you shouldn't be watching this. Because this channel is intended for really people over 18, but definitely people over 13. Giddy Deb, yes, I was definitely giddy. I was like sliding under the table. No, I felt like I was sliding under the table. Just laughing. They did bring it out, and it was much weaker when they brought it out the second time, but it was still pretty stronger than the one on the airplane still. I don't know that I ever finished it. I might have finished like 3/4 of it or something. And luckily, the restaurant we were at was in like a mall that was attached to the hotel we were staying at, so we didn't have to drive or anything because I couldn't have driven. Oh no, I just tore it. Oopsie. Of course it had to be the top one. It's all good. That's because it stuck to me. Let me figure out where it tore. Hopefully nobody will see that. It's sticking to me again too. Okay, well, be gentle when you're doing this. I don't think anybody can see it, except me maybe. There. Okay, so let's put this up on dimensionals, and then we'll put that down to figure out what I do with my dimensionals that are open. Well, we can use these, and then we'll start a new sheet because I can't find the other ones. Oh, look at that. We have a whole sheet. It's too long. Whole strip. Use your edges of your dimensionals, folks. I don't know what I did with the ones I was using for the other card. Weird. There, we have 2 eyes and a Halloween jack-o'-lantern face. Can't see it right. Oh, hi, Judy. Welcome back. We're still working on that same card. One more up here. The cocktails one, because I've been telling stories. And when we're done this, we'll do another giveaway or 2. And I don't know if we'll do, we might do one more card because it's New Year's time. if we might, I don't know if we'll get kicked off at 3 hours or not. Oh, I put that up too high, didn't I? Shoot. Well, we'll still fit it there. Eesh. I don't know if I can get that up. No. I have to have the cocktails up here too, because the sentiment is, because adulting is hard. And I lost my sentiment strip. Here it is. All right, let's put that down. Lesson learned. Make sure this is down so that it's in the middle of the ribbon. That was the intent. Maybe I'll give away the first one I made because it looks better. And this one's a little crooked there. Be the boss of the paper. Make it go where you want. Okay. And we're going to use a gem to do the eye and cocktails. Let's stamp our sentiment, because adulting is hard, with Bermuda Bay. Oh, yeah, I have those. Cool. I need to do some shaker cards too. All right, sentiment. Because adulting is hard. That is the truth. I have to stand up, sorry. Because I want to kind of get this. Oops, this is a 1/2-inch strip. I am not sure exactly how long it is. Not bad. We'll go with it. And then I'm going to take the dark mango melody. Ooh, just grab that with my ink pad. Blend and just go around the edges to bring out that color too. You can use the Stampin' Right, but do you see how that kind of bleeds in more than the other ones do that I used on the last card? It does, but I want that effect because I want it to show more. Okay, and then we're going to bump that. Well, actually, we're going to use that same punch because we're punchy. We're getting punchy. So this is the banner pick-a-punch again. We're using this one up here this time to flag it. Flag those drunk people. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to go around that edge again. Duh. So we get it out. I can't get it out. There we go. And both ends. They go flying, those pieces. Shakers are fun. Sometimes I do really good with them, and other times not so much. You know what? That end didn't get so good. This perfectionist here has to do a little better than that. Okay, that's good enough. Good enough. Okay. So that's going up on dimensionals too. Now, actually, what I used on the last card was the holiday basic rhinestones, and I used the pumpkin pie color because I thought it kind of looked like the mango melody a little bit. So we're going to use that again. Everything looks drunk on this card. So we have word, picture, word over here again. And holding it all together, the ribbon. This is the piece we're going to put on the inside. Now I don't know if you guys do this, but I have like 2 open. No, this one's not open, so I lie. I just have this clipped together because this one I had written all the names on the back. Anyway, we're going to use this pumpkin pie color. So we'll use one large one. They're in the annual catalog, holiday rhinestone gems. I'm going to maybe use 5, I think, because we're going to put one up here. And then one down here. And one over here somewhere. Actually, yeah, I guess we will. Right there. In a bubble. And then we'll put this on the inside right here. Let me see. You've never made a shaker or anything, Debbie? Wow. That's because you're not a card maker, but I'm surprised you haven't, like, in tags or something. The back of this is Rococo rose color, by the way. Okay, so that's the card, but we're going to give this one away because it turned out a little better than that one. So let me put my die away so I don't lose it. Not sure why I still had it out, actually. Anyway. So we'll do those. I don't have extra, I don't think, of the holiday rhinestones, but we could have used these too. I think this is, I don't know, this is Purple Posy, Coastal Cabana. I think this is Crushed Curry, but that would have gone all right too. But I wanted to use some of the holiday rhinestones. So that's what I did. Oops, this goes on the pointy end. So we're going to do a giveaway for this card. Let me get ready here. And let's see, we will do a number between 1 and 20. All right, and when I type in go, oh, I don't have your Georgia address, Judy. Can you email me with that? Because I don't think I have that. It probably won't go out this week, but I know you're probably going to be down there for a few months. So yes, if you would do that. I'm going to type my email in again, just in case anybody else missed it that won something earlier. And whoever wins this time. Okay, so a number between 1 and 20. As soon as I say go, start typing in your numbers, and the first person that gets the number I wrote down on this little sheet of paper inside will win. I didn't say go yet. Wait. Those two don't count. All right, go. This is for the card. Sorry, this is for the card. Nobody yet. Stop, Philomena. Philomena has it. It's number 12. Congratulations. Okay, and that's for the cocktail card. Okay. Now we're going to do these, and that'll be the last giveaway, except for the last card if we get it done. All right, so let me think of a number. These are the Playing with Patterns resin dots, and they're in the annual catalog, but I have an extra pack. So, okay, another number. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, you said 12 first, Cindy? All right, let me, I don't know if I can go back up. All right, so if it's either, it depends on who's on my screen, Cindy, but I'll double check it as soon as I can figure out how to get back up. Hang on. Maybe this is it. Here it is. Oh, now on my screen, it is Philomena, and then you're right under her. So I'm sorry, Cindy. Yeah. No, on my screen, you're right after her. It's on my screen. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so this one is for the playing with patterns, resin dots when I say go. All right. I should make that clear at the beginning. Make sure you have it marked as live chat, not top chat. And you may want to refresh, but there are delays. I understand that. After on yours too, yeah. Maybe. That could be, Melanie. I don't know. But it also has to do with internet services and all that kind of stuff. So, all right. So this, we're going to do a number between 1 and 20. All right, get ready, get set, go. That's for these. Oh, stop. Chris got it. It's 17. 17. I don't know if you can see that. That is how I write 17. Stop. Chris got it. Chris Shook. Lucky tonight, Chris. I'm going to write on here just in case it gets detached. With patterns, dots. All right. Let's move on to the last card. Stop, everybody. Give it to what? Give it to who? It was 17. I think it was Chris had that, and then Philomena, but she was down much further. Okay, Judy, thank you for joining us. Sorry I'll miss your live. Or if I did already. Okay, the last card isn't made yet. But I want to use a new paper that will be in the mini catalog starting on the 5th. It's the black and white papers that are True Love Designer Series paper. It'll be item 154281. It's in one of the Valentine type suites, and I didn't get the stamp sets to go with it, but it's got roses and other flowers and plus just some other nice patterns and things in it. Polka dots, like daisies on here, which would go nice with the daisy punches. Whatever this flower is, really pretty. And this overall black and white, and then this pattern. So we're going to use this one here that's on top, hopefully. And as far as I got was cutting some papers. And we're going to use Healing Hugs, which I thought that flower would look pretty with these. I don't know. Cindy Sawyer. Okay, that's fine. Cindy, I don't know if I have your address. Yeah, I didn't. I got the paper, and I got the other paper in that suite, and then I think I got everything in the suite except the stamp set because it's very Valentine-y, and I didn't. I have not had problems with it, Laura Ann. The only thing I've had, yeah, mine does move around. Well, the one time I used it on a live, I had this paper wasn't taped down onto my desk like it is now. And yes, it was slide, but the paper was sliding, not the machine. But it goes smooth other than that. So I think it's fine as long as you have the foam dots on the bottom on a solid surface. I don't know. I haven't had any trouble, and I haven't had trouble with the plates going through. That happens sometimes, Melanie. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to use Healing Hug. Let's see. I want to use this sentiment and this flower, I think. Oh, I do have these off. Yay. I was thinking I did not even have these on what do you call it? You know, off the rubber thing yet, but I do. So let's go ahead. This is supposed to be a distinctive stamp set. I have never used it. All these stamp sets I'm using tonight, with the exception of the Nothing's Better Than. Like, I had not used Walk in the Woods at all. I have never used this one that I remember, but I usually when I get them, I automatically take the things off, but I had not even done that with one of them. Which one was it? I don't know. Nothing's Better Than is photopolymer. Had to be Walk in the Woods. So I had to do that tonight too. All right, so let's figure out a card base. I'm thinking I want a pop of color. Like make this in color and then make this go on the background with color. What do you think? Yeah, it's a favorite, Melanie. I haven't used it. Yeah, I think it will be too. Oh, electronic would be cool. That was sweet of you, Chris. Thank you for doing that for Cindy. Chris is a sweetheart. So I think we're going to use a basic black card base and then put a pop of color around this paper and then stamp and put it, stamp in color and put it in basic black under it, if that makes any sense. We'll see. Okay, so try and keep this card fairly simple. Sorry, I'm doing this off screen because I can't get this up there with my camera stand right in front of me. So I'm just cutting basic black cardstock into 2 pieces, 5.5 by 8.5, and then I'm scoring them at 4 1/4. Because I'm probably going to make 2 of these, but I'll only do 1 live. Unless I mess it up and then we have to do the other one. All right. So these I might have to trim down. These are cut to 5 1/4. I just changed my blade. Let me flip it over. How about, what do you think about Magenta Madness around the border? Oh no. Yikes. Wow. That's scary, Heather. The one that was meant for your big shot or big kick? Wow. Okay, I'm going to go with Magenta Madness. Whew, hang on. I can find it. Maybe, is this it? Here it is. Found it. Sorry, my paper's not right here. Yeah, jazz it up. Because it's for like, well, it is for healing. Maybe a softer color would have been better. Another sweet that would be good, the paper that would be good for this, maybe parts of it would be peony, the peony one. All right, so these are cut 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to cut this 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, 4 1/8. Just going to do 2 while I'm at it because I might as well do 2 cards. Okay. All right. Oops. That has to go under there. And I think, I almost hate to cover up that paper, right? But I'm thinking we could put this in a circle or something up here, put a little bow under it maybe, and then the sentiment could actually go on the inside. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. All right, so let me find a circle, perhaps big enough to go around that. Stitch shape dies. Let's try that. Let's see if this one will work. Yeah, maybe it'll just work. But this one will cover up too much of the pretty paper. But maybe I'll do that anyway. Or do black with that and the flower in this. I don't know. Let me get out my layering circles instead and see if there's anything that works better. Or possibly these hippo ones, these swirly ones down here. It didn't like your comment, Chris, about your vagabond. Oh, that's good, Heather. Glad you're getting a new plate. Let's see if this will fit better. I think I'd rather just have a plain circle because I think that kind of detracts from the flower a little bit. Hang on. Gotta find my circles here. I have all my main ones in a drawer right down here next to me, so I just have to unbury them, basically. Layering ovals, that's not what I'm looking for. Layering squares. Rectangles, good grief. Found them. Yay, about time. About time, yeah. I think there's some bigger ones in here. Let's see. Does this one work better? That works better. And then we can put this one around it, either in magenta or black. All right, so let me stamp this on. Let me find a scrap of white. Here's a scrap of white. And let me get my magenta madness. Wait. Yeah, I have both Stampin' Up! Machines, and I really love them. I will say, like, I found that, for example, this is one of the old 3D embossing folders. Just a little diversion here. Hang on. And for that, I probably showed this before. I just used plate 1 and one of the regular cutting plates, which is plate 3 for those. But normally with the embossing folders 3D, the new ones, you use 1 and 4, which is this gray one, the specialty one. Okay, so, and then for cutting, it's 1, 2, which is the thin one, 3 and 3. But there is a difference in these old 3D embossing folders versus the new ones. And but it works. If you just use a 1 and a 3 instead of a 1 and a 4, they'll work. It worked perfectly for me earlier today. Hang on. About ready to drop my plate. And all my little bits that have to go somewhere else anyway. All your prize notes, because I'm going to need this machine. There we go. Give me a couple days to get the prizes out to everyone. Today is what, Sunday? Yeah, I'll probably get them out Wednesday or Thursday, because my next 2 days are kind of busy. All right, ink. Ink-a-dink. This is such a pretty, I think it's a rose, but it really looks nice with that paper anyway. And this is a distinctive. So they say the trick with the distinctives is don't juice them up too much. And I don't want it too close to any of the edges of the paper because I want to cut it out with a circle. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. And I love that I don't have to color it. Yeah, see, I told you, I put people to sleep. That's not a good thing when you're trying to get people to watch. Sorry, Marla, or maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you needed to sleep, you know? So I'm going to just cut that, you know, put this on like this. Maybe I should use a scallop circle. Hang on. I don't know. I keep changing my mind. Yeah, maybe we'll use scallop circles. Would that be too much? I usually do scallop on the outer edge, but I think I'm going to do scallop on the inner and then a solid, not scalloped around the edge. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that turned out gorgeous. So you don't want your high note spinner scalloped. Okay. No coloring is best. Sometimes it is. We did enough coloring and fussy cutting, and I don't want to fussy cut that tonight. So I'm just turning around to use my die cut machine, which is the Stampin' Up! One plates 1, 2, 3, and 3. It's the big machine. I have my little one down here too, but. And make sure for those of you that have won prizes that I have your address. So let's see how that's going to look. I'm going to put black, basic black. I need to find a piece as the outer piece. I need another scrap of basic black. And I don't have one big enough. So I'm looking in, I keep all my cardstock and stuff like this, and I have a lot of black scraps, but I don't have any big enough to cut a circle out of, sadly. So I'm gonna just cut it in half, so I have half I can use for a card base later, and the other piece I'm gonna try cutting this out. If I don't like it, I'll cut another scallop out in a larger size. So we'll see. We shall see. One cast through. I usually run them back and forth just because it brings it back to me instead of reaching around, but I didn't. I think I like that. Now we have to figure out where. I think we're going to put the sentiment aside. Now we need some ribbon. We do have Magenta Madness ribbon. Now let me see. I don't want to wrap it around this time. I haven't glued anything down yet. This is how I roll. I don't glue anything down till I'm sure about the design. Money? What's that? Wait. Come to the dark side. All your extra money. Yeah. Yeah. Extra money. Some of us are living out of our retirement savings. There's no extra money. There's no extra money. Anyway. Well, there's no extra money if I want to leave anything for my kids or be able to be in a nursing home at some point. Hopefully I won't ever have to do that, but you never know. Okay. Bow tying 101, not going well. I think the front is going to be as simple as that with maybe a couple Magenta Madness dots, except I'm going to retie that bow again. No, I have not made a bow tonight. And I don't usually do it this way, but this tends to work better with these wider ribbons for me, usually. Except it's kind of curling on me. All right, I'm going to do it the way I usually do it. the way I was taught to tie shoelaces. That worked better for me tonight. How about that? Oh boy, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I did good on that one. Third time's a charm, right? And that's going to go right down here. Okay, we have a plan. Now we'll cut this piece of Whisper White, put it on the inside with some Magenta Madness backing it, and that'll be the card. Card number, whatever this is, 4. Right? I said I would do 4 cards tonight. I was going to also do Way to Goat, because I haven't used that yet either, but I'm not going to tonight. I'll show that to you, though, in a minute, so you can see what it looks like. Thank you, Cindy. I can craft. Oh, thank you, Chris. Pretty much what I do now, except in my own home. Oh, that's so sweet of you. You're a little far away, though, but yeah. I'm hoping I have another, 10, 20 years or so for that at least. Because, yeah, hopefully. But I can't foresee the future. None of us really can. Well, most of us can't. All right, so this we're going to just, not bad for on the fly, right? Yes, I have the donkeys, and I'll be using them soon. They're cute. In fact, someone in the peer group we have from my uplines group sent me a birthday card, which I'll share on Tuesday. And it has the donkeys. It's really adorable. Good thing she didn't call me in 3-letter words starting with A, though. Don't let her dad sell your craft supplies. Oh, wow. That's funny, Marla. See, in my case, I'm the only one that knows. In fact, I need to let my kids know. I really hate covering up that paper. I'm going to put this over here so more of those flowers show. And I'm just going to put this down with glue dots right here, maybe under, I think under, like that. And then we'll stamp on the inside. Yeah, the pink really just makes it pop, doesn't it? I love it. Okay. All right, so instead of doing the other card, we have another piece of pink here. And I just need to cut another piece of Whisper White. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. All right, we need 5 1/4. That's not going to work. We're going to have to do 5. That's not going to work either. I need a different piece of paper to cut. Maybe I have one cut. Hang on. I do. Yay. Here we go. By the magic of video and everything, here it is. So this should hopefully fit on here, which is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then that's going to go in here, but we're going to stamp on this first, just in case I mess it up. And we'll stamp in, I think we're going to stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black, because we're going to have the pink here and then the black. So that, ooh, now I'm dropping everything. So that's what we'll do. All right, let me get my Memento. Wait, where the notes? My mom used to appreciate the homemade cards and gifts. Oh, I feel that way too, Note Spinner. My mom used to appreciate mine too, most of the time. And with the jewelry too that I made most of the time. Although I made her a ruby ring one time and it was wire wrapped and she didn't like the look of that. So, But most of the jewelry she did, and she always supported me at craft fairs and stuff when she was able to move around more and stuff. But she's gone this year. But she lived to 90. Oh, I thought that was so straight, and it wasn't. Sometimes I think though it's because of the way I have the stamp on the block. I don't know. My eyes are just crooked, I think. I think that does it. That does it well. Clean my stamp. All right, let's glue this down. Man, I have a mess tonight. Wait, what did Heather say? Wait, okay, I missed something. I can't scroll back up right now. When you have more people, the chat goes faster. I will say that. I hope I just did the right side. I don't think I did. Oh well, we're going with it. See, I get distracted. I didn't pay attention. No, that's the right one. All right, and then we'll glue that in, and then we're done. Woohoo! That's funny, Marla. Oh well. But maybe was that all she had to send? At least she sent you one. Yeah, that's how old my mother was too. Note spinner, 91. Wait, no. Was she 90 or 91? Let me think now. I think she was. I think she would have. No, darn, I can't remember. 28 and 2020. Yeah, she was 91. She would have been 92 September 30th, and she didn't make it. She passed on June 15th. Anyway, on to brighter things. This is the last card for the giveaway, everyone. I hope you love it. I think it's one of my favorites. And I'll probably make the other one, but not on camera. Let me just put my little hedgehog over here. I have a mess. A mess. So let me get another little slip of paper. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, my dad had Alzheimer's. He passed in 2007, but he had Alzheimer's or dementia for 14 years. So it's yeah, that's a hard thing. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Heather. Heather, you can join in on this if you want to. I have not planted. Oh, shoot, Heather. Sorry. Okay, so let's do a number between 1 and... We'll just do 21 and 25. And don't start putting them in yet. I'm trying to think of a number I didn't pick yet that I want to pick. 1 and 25. All right. All right. You ready? Set. Number between 1 and 25 for the card. My screen is the one. Go. Oh, stop. Heather gets it already. Wow, everybody picked this number, but but Heather's the first on my screen with it. Number 23. June had it, but she was after, and Heather had it twice. So 23, stop. Heather wins. Ink with Heather. Yay! Congratulations, Heather. Ugh. Okay, pen's not working. Heather. Okay. Black and white card. I'll just put black and white card. Okay. Congratulations to Heather. You're welcome. And I don't know if I have your address, so make sure you email me, Heather, with it. I can't remember if you gave it to me before or not. Now, let me see. I have one more thing I can give away, and it's going to be for these stencils, or decorative masks, they call them. These are the basic pattern ones. I'll take them out and show them to you in a minute. I'll take mine out and show them to you, because I don't remember if these are the current ones or the old ones. These are the current ones in the annual catalog. So they have polka dots, this leaf pattern, the trees, birch trees or whatever, and this scrolly design that's nice for Halloween. I didn't get mine clean real well, but that is what the basic pattern decorative masks carried over from 2019. They're item 150697 if anybody else is interested. I haven't used them in a while. I need to pull them out and use them again. Yes, they are fun to use with embossing paste. You can also just ink blend through them, you know, with your brushes. Like we have our new brushes coming out on the 5th, right? Okay, so this is the last one. And we're going to go with number between just 1 and 10 this time. And don't type anything in until I say, till I type in go. All right, so here we are. Ready, get set, go. Number between 1 and 10. Nobody wants stencils. Up, stop, Renee. I didn't know you were here. I think I did see you come in earlier. Renee wins. Number 4. Renee Bergstadt. And I know I have your address somewhere, Renee, but do send it to me again also. Stop, everybody. Renee won. Boy, there definitely is a delay. Dahlia Designs 57 at gmail.com. Make sure I have your current address. Just email me anyway with your addresses so I make sure I have the most current information. Yeah, it was a long live tonight. I wanted to do something a little special, different because of New Year's celebration. And we did have 2 birthday people on for today. One for today, Melanie. Happy birthday, Melanie. And one for Tuesday, which is Debbie Vignola. Happy birthday, Debbie. And I don't know if anyone else has a birthday right now also, but so I apologize if I missed you. But that is all I have. I'd show you the cards again, but they're all on the floor with your names attached to them. Well, there's 2 birthday girls, Renee, so you won. You won. I wouldn't know who to give it to. Thank you so much. Don't forget, come back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. There probably won't be, I don't know if there'll be prizes or not. It's a special day because it's my birthday and Debbie Vignola's birthday. And also, it's when the new mini catalog and celebration brochure start. So the first part of Tuesday's live is going to be doing a walkthrough of the catalog and the celebration and explaining the celebration a little more. You're welcome, June. Thank you. And so the 5th is when the catalog goes live. If you have your catalog, if you had ordered from me from June through December or whatever, and you do place an order on the 5th, which I'll be doing also, please use this code for any orders under $150. Over $150, you know the drill. You get the Stampin' Rewards. So, but in January, the 1st through the 31st, use this host code TWJDCAUW. That allows me to get things like those embellishments I just gave away as little prizes every now and then. And also to thank my orderers. I do try to send out little gifts and stuff sometimes. 7 p.m. Eastern, Jen. So for you, that's 4 p.m., I think. My usual Tuesday, 7 p.m. Every week I do 7 p.m. Tuesday, and most weeks I do 4 p.m. Friday, but I pushed that to Sunday this time. So, yeah, 7 p.m. Tuesdays Eastern Time and 4 p.m. Fridays normally are my schedule. And we will make some cards, maybe only like 2 on Tuesday, because part of the time is going to be taken up doing the walkthrough of the catalog. Okay. You're welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought this was fun. Thank you all for the thumbs ups. I really appreciate it. And yeah, happy New Year. Happy, healthy, safe New Year. Hopefully by, I don't know, middle of the year, things will start to turn around. I hope. Economically, I think we have a long way to go after that, but you know, oh well, don't want to get into that. And don't forget that through January 4th, the current mini catalog, the year-end clearance closeout is going on. So if you missed anything you wanted from that or the annual catalog, you can order that before the 5th. You have to order the closeout stuff before the 5th because they go away after the 4th. And also Paper Pumpkin, if you want the January one, which has something to do with love stuff, you know, Valentine's. It's going to look really cute. It has pictures of the snail with little hearts and stuff like that, and black and white also. So it looks really cute. Have to sign up for that by the 10th, and then it's $22 a month plus tax here in the US. Shipping's included on the month-to-month. Yes, this code is good for any time from now through January 31st. It's just the split is that the retiring stuff is not going to be available after the 4th, and the new stuff isn't available till the 5th. But anytime from now through the 31st, if you order under me for orders under 150, use this code, please. I posted this in my Facebook group, and also give it to Melanie, the masks. Okay. Give it to Melanie. Thank you. That was sweet of you, Renee. Okay. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Yes, absolutely. Well, where are you, Letitia? Are you in the States? If you're in the United States, absolutely. You can do an online order. You just go to the below all my videos, there's a link that says shop with me here or join my team. Click on that link. It will take you to my web portal, and then you click on, there's a button at the top. There's like a bar that goes across the top, and over on the far right, I think it says shop now. So you just hit shop now, and then that takes you to the main Stampin' Up! Website, and you should be shopping with me. And then before you close out your order, like when you're getting ready to pay from your cart, there's a space. It used to be down at the bottom. I don't know exactly where it is now because our screen is different than yours. That's where you put in the host code, or they may call it hostess code. I'm not sure. Um, so that's where you would put this in for any order under 150. Okay. Thank you, Letitia, for asking. I appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. So, but just remember, some of the stuff like that black and white paper, that's not available until January 5th, but the closeout stuff goes away after the 4th. So, yeah. Oh, Heather. We know. Oh. Thank you, Linda. That is very kind of you. Very kind of you. You guys are great. I really appreciate having you here. You're welcome, Letitia. And that link is under all my videos on this channel. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to say good night. Hugs, love, and oops, like a typewriter would, and peace. And happy New Year to everyone. Please be safe. Practice that social distancing or whatever. I don't know, Note Spinner. Some people bought them as soon as they went on retiring. Um, but definitely tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is the last day. So whatever's not already sold out, you can check on the website. And actually, when you go through those links and you go to the main website, you can, it says shop products. And then when you click on that, there's a subcategory called sales and specials. If you click on that, it'll come up with the great year-end clearance sale. But then there's also the clearance rack, which is different than that. And you can click on either one of those, and that'll give you the great year-end clearance rack I'm sorry, the great year-end clearance event is the one that will not be available after the 4th. Okay, after tomorrow. But the clearance rack is the stuff will stay there until it sells out, or they refresh the clearance rack. So I don't know if tomorrow is the best day, but it's the last day for anything in the giant year-end closeout. And this they have on their web page too. So if you see that, you can just click on it and it would take you to it. But that'll go away after the 4th, and then they'll have the new catalog starting on the 5th. The new mini catalogs. Thank you, Heather. You too. Good night, Note Spinner. All right, everyone. I'm going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again on Tuesday, hopefully. All right? Take care. Bye. Oh, sure, Linda. Hang on. Good thing I caught that. I almost hit end. There's my email, DahliaDesigns57@gmail.com. Okay, now, goodbye, everyone.